Did you know that over 3 million Canadians could lose their homes in the next few years? That's not speculation, it's a looming reality. Mortgage defaults are rising, rental evictions are breaking records, and the dream of homeownership is vanishing, even for families with two stable incomes. It's not just about expensive condos in Toronto or Vancouver anymore. From the prairies to the Maritimes, people are being priced out or pushed out, and the worst part, most don't even see it coming. Behind the headlines and political promises, there's a perfect storm of debt, foreign investment, corporate greed, broken policies, and a mortgage cliff ready to wipe out decades of financial stability. Canada's housing market isn't just in trouble. It's on the edge of collapse, and everyday Canadians are on the front lines. Climate change is silently sabotaging homeowners across the country. Wildfires, floods, and severe storms are not just environmental problems, they are financial nightmares. In 2023 alone, insured damages from extreme weather topped $3.1 billion, making it one of the costliest years in Canadian history. Insurance companies are now refusing coverage in high-risk regions of BC, Alberta, and even parts of Ontario. Without insurance, banks won't issue mortgages, meaning that decades of homeownership can evaporate overnight. Not because the house was destroyed, but because the system decided it's too risky to insure. Families who have lived in their homes for generations are suddenly trapped, unable to sell, refinance, or even remain covered. This is a silent crisis, and as climate disasters increase in frequency and intensity, the list of uninsurable areas will grow, displacing more families while politicians debate carbon taxes. But the problem isn't just climate-related, it's financial too. Foreign investors are pouring billions into Canadian real estate, treating homes as global assets instead of personal shelter. From Vancouver to Halifax, entire neighborhoods are bought sight unseen and left empty, while locals are forced to compete for overpriced housing. Despite government interventions like foreign buyer taxes and vacancy fees, loopholes abound. Buyers are using shell companies, relatives, or Canadian proxies to bypass restrictions. The result? Prices rise artificially, rental costs soar, and everyday Canadians are shut out. Neighborhoods are turning into ghost towns of empty condos and darkened windows, while global capital continues to dominate, leaving families trapped in a market designed for everyone else but them. Here's the nightmare scenario no one is talking about: the mortgage cliff between 2025 and 2027. Millions of Canadians who locked into ultra-low pandemic rates now face renewals at 5.5 to 6% or higher. A family paying $2,000 a month could suddenly owe $4,000 or more without any increase in income. Experts warn that this could trigger a wave of defaults and foreclosures, flooding the market and driving home prices down while trapping those still in debt. Homeowners who thought they were safe are walking blind into financial ruin. And the scary truth? This isn't just about new buyers. It affects retirees, middle-class families, and anyone with a mortgage secured during the pandemic. The clock is ticking, and millions are unaware. I need to know what you think. Is Canada's housing crisis caused more by greedy corporations and foreign investors, or by broken government policies that allowed this mess to happen? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I read every one. And if this video is opening your eyes, hit subscribe. It's one click, but it helps us expose the truths behind Canada's housing collapse and bring more people the insights they need. Now, let's talk money. The part that crushes families daily. Over the past decade, average home prices in Canada's major cities have more than doubled, while wages have barely moved. In Toronto and Vancouver, the median home now costs over 10 times the average household income, far beyond the recommended 3 to 4 times threshold. Add to that a staggering household debt level: $1.80 owed for every $1 earned, and you get a population walking a financial tightrope. Families are juggling mortgages, student loans, car payments, and credit card debt, all while trying to save for emergencies. One unexpected job loss, one medical emergency, or one interest hike can send a household into a downward spiral. For millions, renting isn't a stepping stone, it's a trap, and owning a home may never be possible without risking financial collapse. And it's not just buyers who are trapped. Corporate landlords are turning entire neighborhoods into investment portfolios, buying single-family homes, condos, and rental buildings in bulk. Renovations and no-fault evictions are skyrocketing, pushing tenants out of homes they've lived in for years, only to relist units at double the rent. Communities are being torn apart, families displaced, and neighborhoods hollowed out. These corporate giants aren't invested in community, they're invested in profit. Ordinary Canadians are being outbid, pushed aside, and forced into increasingly unstable rental markets. And with vacancy rates at historic lows, the squeeze is relentless. The market isn't just unfair, it's hostile. So here's the bottom line. Canada's housing crisis isn't coming. It's already here. From climate risk to foreign ownership, corporate landlords, stagnant wages, rising debt, and the looming mortgage cliff, millions of Canadians are being pushed to the edge. The system isn't broken because of individual mistakes. It's broken by design, favoring wealth and speculation over hard work and community. But knowledge is power. Now that you understand the forces at play, you can prepare, adapt, and speak out. Homes are more than investments. They're the foundation of Canadian life, and the next few years will define who gets left behind. Thanks for watching, stay vigilant, and as always, see you next time.